Well, look at that. Absolutely amazing. We've got a storm coming in, and it's a hurricane coming into Ireland. As you can see, I think we're going to be okay in Wales, but the weather's picked up. But it's so important, and I've told you guys before, you need to breathe, all right? And girls, you need to breathe. You need to take 5 minutes, stand back, and see what's going on around you. And when you start appreciating what's around you, you'll notice the important things in life, okay? And then you're able to concentrate. Stay with it. Let's do it. How to be a landscaper. We're on it now. I'm going to tell you how to be a landscaper. And one of the most important things that you need to realise is on how to be a landscaper is how to get a good client base. Because without your clients, you're not going to get any work and you're not going to get any money. How to be a landscaper. Well, it's a funny thing, over the years people would say to me, oh, you must be really quiet in the winter, you gardeners. They get confused between gardening and landscaping, okay? A landscape gardener will cover a multiple of disciplines, okay? And it may involve wood, it may involve stone, it may involve soft landscapes, hard to soft landscape, tree work, okay? So you really have to have those multi-skills when you're carrying out the jobs that you're doing. If you want to get out there, if you want to be attractive to potential clients, you have to show them what you're worth. So you need to identify all those skill sets, and you have to start learning on the job, after the job, whatever you need to do, you need to apply yourself. Get it sorted. There you are. People ask how to be a landscaper. This is how you be a landscaper. Doing the daily grind, okay? Can't get machinery in here. Okay, we've got a wheelbarrow. You can get some labour, but you're not going to be able to afford that labour, okay? Because it's not within the budget of the job. So what it means is the daily grind. Working at it. How to be a landscaper. We're going to keep saying this. There are many ways of being a landscaper, and identifying what you need to do. How to lay a patio, how to cut a beach edge, how to build a pergola, how to put a raised bed in. There's so many facets, but what you need to know is how much you want to be a landscaper, okay? And it's hard work. I remember many years ago, I got out of the military. I decided that I want to get involved in construction because of my father before and what he'd done. He was a bricklayer. We were always out there helping him. And what the attraction was like I've said before, and I'll say many times again, it's being about being out there, being free, and having artistic license. That's what it's about for me. So I clearly identified the best place where I could exercise this and do this job, and that was working on site, okay? So I went for a job on site as a ground worker, okay? But before I was off for that job, every day I would sit outside the showroom, and these bosses would come along, they'd stop the van, roll the window down, and they'd say, sorry John, there's no jobs today. But I was waiting there, day in, day out, every day of the week, until one day, one of the guys that was working for him didn't turn up. I had an opportunity. I got on site, and this site, it went on for 4 years. There was nearly 400 houses on site. A massive client base. A massive client base. I clearly identified that. That's where I could do the work. Then I started working on site, and on the weekends and after work, in the summer, in the winter, I'd be laying patios, doing fencing and laying turf. And I'll tell you all about that. But what you got to do is as simple as this, and as I always say, you need to put yourself out there, because if you don't, no one's going to see you. You need to make a noise. Get yourself out there. I'm going to say this all the time. We're on that chapter now of how to be a landscaper, okay? And I will teach you, I will explain to you. You'll be able to download a PDF on how to build a patio, how to get the sub-base right. But there are far more important elements to being a landscaper, okay? Okay. So what you got to remember is, being a landscaper, you're going to end up working for yourself, you're going to be entrepreneurial, you're going to start earning money, you're going to be an artist, okay, you're going to be a tradesman, you're going to be a father, you're going to be a provider, and you're going to be an inspiration, okay? You're going to be an inspiration. But in order to get all those things in place, and there's more to it than that, what you need to do, you need to be decisive. You need to be a decision maker, okay? You need to be clear and crystal about things, because when you are, people will appreciate it. Your clients will appreciate you being honest with them, okay? And that's what will get you more work. So there's more to it than just how to lay a patio. That's simple. You need to get other things in place first. There's been a tradesman and being a landscaper, and there's been an exceptional landscaper, and I like to think I'd reached that point. And the reason I've reached that point, because I've improved my skill set throughout, from paving, okay? There is no course out there that I'm aware of that teach you a little bit on how to lay a patio. You'll see lots of things on YouTube, and you'll see a lot of downloads and what have you. And then I decided to go and do a bricklaying course, okay? And I went and did a City and Guilds bricklaying course in Ipswich back in the 80s, late 80s I believe. And then after that, then I went and did an HND in garden design in Worcester at Pershall College, and that just gave me a new wealth of experience and confidence. And you've got to build your confidence up. You've got to believe in yourself, because otherwise you're just going to be run of the mill. And the other thing, of course, we'll get onto is how you adapt to how things are moving on. And for example, one of the biggest things that are moving in a direction that we never had years ago was social network, IT. The digital era is different, you know. It makes things easy, really, to be honest, because years ago we never had it all. I'll show you all about that. Well, it's not easy being a landscaper, and if you want to be a good landscaper and you want to make a success, you have to put it in. Okay, you have to put it in. For example, you might not be the fastest patio layer or the fastest bricklayer, but the difference is it's all about time, okay? And it is about applying yourself and making sure it's right. But you can be as good as the next best bricklayer going in the respect of picking that brick up, okay? That's when you make your time up. That's when you earn your money, okay? Unfortunately, I have to do all this talking out at the moment, so it's slowing us up a little bit. But hey-oh, that's because I'm allowed that little bit of time now, because I've made a success of it. But the important thing is to keep going, okay? It's the bits in between that can make you faster. And now you can build your skill set up, okay? Like I said, you can pick a slab up as fast as anyone if you want to. It's getting the muck, the bed ready, and getting that right. So straight away, you're on the right road to becoming an instant success on being a successful landscaper by speed, but speed being done and structured in the right manner. Depending on how successful that you want to be in your business, you have to decide whether you want to wait for that answer to that email, or whether you want to pick the phone up. Because one of the things that drives me insane these days, I get very frustrated when people don't respond to email. Okay? And one of the things that's never going to die is communication and how you do it. And the best form of communication, without a shadow of doubt, is this: your north and south. Speak. You need to speak to people. Get on the phone. Don't wait for it. Speak to them. Never mind the texts. You can text if you want, but if you don't get a response, you need to get on the phone. You need to speak to people. I'm an hands-on guy. I don't wait for it. I get on there and I make it happen. You need to make it happen, because no one's going to make it happen for you. They're not interested in what you're doing. Once they make that sale to you, they're not interested. Get on, speak to them, and put them under the pressure just as you're under pressure. Then it's good pressure, because you know when you put them under pressure, you're going to have a response. If you don't have a response, you move elsewhere. I suppose one of the reasons of being how to be a landscaper is ensuring that you check out materials and other suppliers. Don't just use that one supplier, all right? Don't have all your eggs in one basket. One of the most important things on how to be a landscaper is time management. So important. You need to rule out the time that you're spending and talking to people. You know, you need to keep it short, sharp and concise. Okay, it's not being rude. People will appreciate it. You talk to them, you tell them what you think, you give them your professional opinion, and then you stop. Don't keep ad-libbing. Don't keep giving more information, more than what's necessary. One of the biggest things about how to become a landscaper is choosing the right premises that you go to. And there's nothing worse when you think about it, is that the white van man, you know, the contractor of this country, is a major contribution to the British economy. And when you look at these yards and there's no one around, it makes you wonder why. But then when you come in here and you haven't looked around, nobody comes up, nobody talks to you. So you need to find the right supplier. Oh, there we go. Not quite right. That's what happens sometimes. You've got to lift and go again. Don't just put it down and think that you can get away with it, because it's just not going to happen. There you are, that'll be fine. You know, one of the things about being a landscaper and how to be a landscaper, as I said to you, a landscaper can do different disciplines. And those disciplines, in this case, where we are now, we've got wood, we've got paving. Okay, two different disciplines, two different materials. And at some point, you should be able to learn that skill of both, being able to work with both of them, okay? Because the last thing you want to be doing, being a landscaper, is getting another contractor in to do that part of the job for you, okay? Because you can save money, you can make money by saving money, by being able to either put the wood in and work with that wood and understand that wood, understand the different types of the wood, okay, and what that wood can do. And the same with the paving, okay? You may be good at paving and not so good at working with wood, and vice versa. But you really need to apply yourself to the two disciplines, okay? So being a landscaper, as I said to you before, you're covering a multiple of disciplines. Wood, paving, planting, soft landscaping. It goes on and on and on. You need to adapt those skills. And that's what we're going to be talking about, where you get those skills from.